Well, hello Enid and Happy New Year. I'm Scott Morris, Assistant City Manager, and we've got several updates for you on today's episode of Enid on the Move. So we'll get started right away. Coming up later this month, we have our 2025 Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. We have all kinds of events scheduled for Monday the 20th. Starting at 8 a.m. we have a prayer breakfast that will run from 8 to 10. We'll have several people praying for different things in our community and just have a good time of being together. We're going to have Colonel Little from Vance Air Force Base speak, and it'll be great. We're going to do that until 10 o'clock, and then we're going to have a luncheon at 11:30, and followed by our celebration program. We will this will involve a lot of the children that have participated in the art and poetry and essay contests, and we'll have some music. We will have a speaker and cap that off with a commemorative march at 1:30. All of this is on Monday the 20th at Stride Bank Center Ballroom. So please join us if you'd like to for any of all of those events. Also on that day, the city offices will be closed. Pretty much everything is closed on that day as a holiday except for the landfill. The landfill will be open, and so all the other commercial haulers can drop things off at the landfill. If you've got something you need to take out there, you can, including Christmas trees. Live cut Christmas tree recycling through February the 1st. You can take your live cut Christmas trees to the landfill and drop them off for free, or you can schedule those regularly by calling the solid waste number at 580-616-7300, and you can schedule pickup at your home. That will cost $20 that will be added to your utility bill, or you can, like I said, take them out to the landfill free of charge. Coming up in February, we have the State of the City from our mayor. He's going to have a fantastic message and celebration about the future of Enid, starting on February the 7th at the Grand Bank Center Grand Ballroom. I believe the event is at 11:30, so come join us and learn what's my part in making the city of Enid a great community. There are several road projects going on in Enid right now. You can check those out on enid.org/road projects. One of the biggest ones to talk about really will be one that starts next Monday on January the 13th, and that will be the widening of Cleveland north of the railroad tracks to Willow. And so that project will start on Monday the 13th, and Cleveland is actually going to be closed from the railroad tracks up to Willow for several months, and so motorists are going to need to make plans to go a different route while the railroad makes their construction progress and we widen that road. So we'll give you some more information as that date gets a little closer. Another thing that we just wanted to make sure people are aware of, because I've received a few phone calls and had questions about the letters that we sent out for lead and copper. And so we will be putting out more information online, but basically what we're saying is there's all kinds of national regulatory procedures that have to be done every city across the United States by a certain time frame, and so we are actually well ahead of our timeline, and we're doing really well. We want everyone in Enid to know that our water is safe. We do not have high levels or in any unacceptable levels for lead or copper in our water. What the letter is trying to say, and you can see on the screen here, is that at your private connection from our meter to your home, we are not aware of what that material of your own private lines are on every house in Enid. And so the letter is trying to say we're trying to take an inventory, and we want to know, and we're going to be trying to discover what that material is made of, because if your private line is made out of lead or galvanized, then it needs to be put on a replacement schedule. And the city is going to be applying for several grants and funding opportunities where we may be able to do all of those re-outfitting of private lines to make sure that there's no contamination inside of homes based on what your pipe material is made out of at the time your home was built. So hopefully that clears things up, and we'll get some more information out on that. We have several meetings coming up. Tomorrow night we have our study session starting at 5 o'clock at our council chambers. In the main session we'll be talking about, we'll have a few updates from engineering on some construction projects, but we will be hearing from two consultant firms that will be talking about building a new ballpark in Enid, a new competitive baseball facility for youth that could handle as many as 100 team tournaments. And so we have a few consultants coming in to give us their pitch and let us hear what they have to say and their approaches to it. And then our regular meeting starts at 6:30. We have many items to discuss on that, and one of them will be the continuation from the study session. We'll be making a determination on which one of those two we're going to hire to start the design process to build some new competitive baseball fields in Enid. Other things on the agenda of importance, there's been, because of population growth over the last 10 years, a redrawing, a redistricting of Ward 1 and Ward 2 boundaries for those commissioners and voters when it comes to city elections. And we've talked about that several times, but tonight there's a hearing and a vote on an ordinance to actually redraw those district lines. So that's all happening tonight. And there are several consent items, and that's pretty well it for the main agenda session. So we want you to be involved in that. Please come and join us if there's something that you'd like to talk about. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. We do have an MAPC meeting coming up on January the 27th. And on this session, we will have a hearing for a pretty massive rezoning in the Southern Heights 2nd Edition, East Park, and Rock Island Heights Edition, doing some possible rezoning and changing the current zoning, which is R2, single family housing only, where you can build a single house, or and the idea is to rezone it and change it to R4 zoning, which would also accommodate not only you could still build a single dwelling house, but you could also do a duplex. There are a lot of empty lots in that area, and when it comes to building affordable and attainable housing these days, we wanted to give anyone with a vacant lot that already has infrastructure in the area, including water, sewer, streets, the ability to maximize their development and possibly build duplexes as well as single-family housing. So that's what that rezoning is all about. We will be announcing and doing a town hall meeting on that later, and hopefully distributing more information online explaining exactly why and what these zoning changes are. So if you have questions, please call me or email me, smorris@enid.org, or call me at 580-616-7244. That's pretty well it for today's episode. We want to connect with you and be transparent in all of our dealings, so look at our Facebook page. You can go to our YouTube channel and look up about any video that you want on our website. We also have links to every council meeting and MAPC meeting if you want to view one that you maybe have missed. We want to be transparent and show all of those. So Enid, I hope that you stay warm today. Hopefully we can avoid more of that wet, snowy, icy, things later this week, and we will see you next time.